2 years since East and West Towne malls implemented its youth escort policy, attempting to cut down on complaints about unruly teenagers.
Since late July of 2017, mall visitors under 18 must have a parent or guardian who's at least 21 years old with them on Fridays and Saturdays after 4 p.m. or really any other time the mall finds necessary.
Madalyn O'Neil takes a look at if the curfew has been successful and how it's affecting teens in the community.
I was kind of upset.
Teens love clothes and shoes.
You can say it's in a teen's very fabric to be drawn to the mall.
When I was a teenager, I did those same things.
But some believe the mall's youth escort policy is pushing them away.
Running kids away from public spaces like that, I actually think will increase crime because they're going to find ways to engage.
President of the Boys and Girls Club of Dane County, Michael Johnson knows keeping kids engaged is key.
And we should have safe, supervised places for kids to go, including the mall.
Places the Boys and Girls Club offers.
We could play basketball, or we'd have snacks, we play on the computers, and we can play Fortnite sometimes.
Rennell Brooks thinks the mall curfew is unfair.
It's just making it harder for the other people who haven't done anything.
While Johnson says Boys and Girls Club programs are full.
The malls are empty, and I wouldn't be surprised if it's impacted their business.
CBL Properties wouldn't answer if the policy has had an impact on business at its East and West Towne malls. But a mall spokesperson wrote in a statement that they have seen a decrease in the number of incidents involving unaccompanied youths. And while they do keep track of those incidents on their properties, they couldn't disclose that information.
We were responding to disturbances, loud fighting juveniles throughout the mall area.
Madison Police Captain Mike Hansen worked in the West District, which includes West Towne, for the past 5 years.
We did have security at one point attacked. We had customers attacked.
He says in the 2 years since the mall wrote and put the policy in place, he's noticed a decrease in the number of youth-related calls to West Towne.
But by and large, it has been a good plan to have in place from the police perspective.
Records of police calls to both West and East Towne malls don't show which involve juveniles, but disturbance calls rose from 32 to 58 in the 3 years prior to the youth escort policy and dropped to 46 in the year after and now 41 this past year.
We know that just because a policy is in place at this location doesn't mean something else isn't going to boil elsewhere, so we have our gang officers and other officers stay attuned to where these youth are now going.
While Hansen says there are plenty of places for younger kids to go to stay out of trouble, he wishes Madison had more programming for teens 13 and up.
So whoever finds that crystal ball of great programming for the youth out there in that demographic, that age group, it's really going to make a huge impact in our community. Johnson thinks you just have to look.
You don't see crime happening around our Boys and Girls Clubs. You don't see kids stealing cars around our Boys and Girls Clubs. They're there because they're engaged in high-yield activities. And I think the mall could do the same thing.
Brooks doesn't mind trading evenings shopping for time here at the club.
Here you can actually be more active at the mall. You just walk around and buy stuff.
Rather than turn teens away, Johnson would like to find ways to weave them in.
Our kids are part of the fabric of this community.
According to East and West Towne malls, the policy will remain in place.